One of the main differences in the tango is that when you actually take your tango position, the girl will be more offset than in waltz and foxtrot, and the hold will be more compact.
タンゴのポジションが他のダンスと一番違うところはですね、さらに右へずれていることと、ホールドが、もっとコンパクトであるということであります。
You cannot dance a good tango square.
スクエアでは良いタンゴは踊ることはできません。
Now, when I take the hold of my girl in tango, she faces me, I look slightly to the left, she comes in towards me, and we take our depth together.
男性はやや左の方を見ます。そして女性が男性の中に入りまして、しかるべき位置につくわけであります。
Now, I try to prepare my body, as in all dances, by taking my stomach up to my back and my back to the stomach.
自分のお腹がですね、背中の高い部分へ入っていくような感じで立ちます。
In tango, I also try to feel I sit up. I never sit down.
よく膝を緩めて腰掛けちゃったスタイルですね。シットダウンをしますから、シットアップをしてくださいということです。
Now, when you take your initial position in tango, the man should feel that his knees and his legs turn slightly to the left. I'll explain the reason why this change is very important.
後ほど理由を説明しますけれども、脚部というものはわずかに左へ、方向を変えております。
And I would like, when I take the hold of Bobby this time, I'd like the girls to look at the position of her left arm in connection to my right arm.
そして女性の左の腕と男性の右腕の位置関係が非常に重要であります。
You will see that from her elbow, the two elbows are together.
二人の肘のところが一緒になっているわけですね。
And her left arm from the elbow to the fingertip is straight and it's touching my body.
そして女性の左の肘から指先まではまっすぐでありまして、男性の背中へ届いているわけです。
I have seen many girls this week, many girls holding their arm this way.
こういうふうにしている女性をたくさん見ます。
It should have a connection, a light connection. It must not have a grip.
だからといって強く抱え込むんではありません。軽いコネクションであります。
And also, when I start my tango, I stand in an up position so that when I take the weight down, the weight of the two bodies goes down to the same depth.
最初に立つときは高い位置で立ちまして、同じところまで2人が下がるわけです。
Now, I have noticed again this week that many boys, they come in and they come in down.
初めからしゃがんで、組んでしまうというのをよく見かけます。
Now, I have what I call a slight wind up. I take it up, and we put it down together.
まず少しこう上がる感じで立ちまして、それで、所定の位置へ降りるわけです。
Now, every step forward on the left foot for the man should be on a single curved line, which is CBMP.
すべての男性の左足の前進はですね、
Now, to be able to achieve that curved position, it comes from my knees. So as I step from there, my feet finish on a single curved line.
一つの左足を一歩出たとき、シングルカーブラインということで、右足の先ほどこうしたものがそれを将来することだと思います。
Now, if you also look at the action, many boys, when they move forward, they move immediately into a bent knee. Now, when I move forward, my leg walks forward into a straight knee. The leg is extended from the knee to the foot, so that in the end position, I have weight for a fraction of a time over two legs, one.
たくさんの人はですね、一歩出るや否や膝をこう曲げてしまうのを見ますけれども、自分がステップをしたときは前の足は膝が割合伸びている状態であります。
Once I have taken that step, I feel that my body is then pulled onto the leg where you can see the knee goes into compression.
そして自分の体が前へ出ていくのにつれて膝が曲がるということになるわけです。
When the girl, we shall demonstrate this separately, then we'll do it together. There's an expression that was used years ago, I still use it, that the girl should almost feel she can walk across her feet.
これは昔使った表現で、今日もなお使う表現でありますけど、女性は、足をアクロス・フィートと言います。足を交差して下がると言いますかね。
Now in foxtrot, the girl should always release her front toe when going backwards. But in tango, because she's walking across her feet, she takes the first step. Now as I take the second step, I feel I almost roll across my feet so that I do not release the front toe from the floor. I get 1 to that position, I take 2 to that position, and you can see that the knees and the legs are going into a curved alignment. Now, if Bobby demonstrates that,
女性のバックウォークについてあります。フォックストロットのようにまっすぐは下がらないで、交差して下がりまして、第2歩の時に膝が寄った感じで、自然のカーブが生まれているわけです。
She takes the first one, 1, 2. Now you will also notice something else here, that Bobby is not taking her legs away from her partner.
そして今皆さんご覧になって分かるように、ボビーさんは男性の方にちゃんと体重を保っているわけです。
You will also notice that she is not making a long ankle, so she is not reaching for her toes. In this dance, to stop the swing action, she only takes her foot to the ball of the foot. She does that again.
そしてボビーさんの足首をご覧いただきたいと思います。
You see, she's on the
決し
ball
て
of the
塔にな
foot.
るように足首を伸ばして
Now,
おり
in
ま
this
す。
position, when she transfers the weight onto that foot, she could lift her left foot, her right foot off the floor.
そして通過するとき足が床から離れます。
You see, now the entire body weight is controlled on that leg.
そして全体重は今女性の左足の上にあるわけです。
So that when I am dancing with her, what I am trying to do is I am trying to place her body weight on her feet.
そして男性が女性と踊るときにいつも彼女の体重は彼女の足の上にあるようにということを気をつけて踊るわけです。
Now from this position, when she puts her arms on my shoulders, she's actually putting my weight into my feet.
そして女性が男性の肩の上へ乗せまして腕で男性の体重を足の上を押さえます。
Under to place it. You can see that I'm dancing very much under the girl.
そして男性は女性の下へと行くわけです。
You will also notice that I never have my belly button and my toes on a straight line together.
自分のおへそと頭の向きは一緒、まっすぐではないわけです。
As I walk, you will see that the body is taking a turn to the left, but I try not to allow the right side to drop. A very common mistake.
左足がカーブをして、出ていったときに右肩が落ちてしまうというのはこれが一番よく見かける、一般的な誤りであります。
Now, if I take that once again, you'll also notice that in tango, I take my poised weight, so that the weight from my back is being placed towards my heels. But I am not leaning back. I take my weight poise further back.
自分の姿勢というものはいつもヒールの上にあるように、だからといって後ろへ行くのではありません。ヒールの上にあるように気をつけております。
You walk, you place it. That position has got to be a strong position, a very strong position. Now I'm going to show them what I consider, with her first, doing it. Now I want you to take a promenade position. Now this week I have spoken to many people about the importance of leg lines in tango. I was taught that the leg lines in tango would take the shape of an old-fashioned wine glass, where it went from there to there and from there to there. I'll show you what I mean by that.
脚部の形であります。ごくごく古いタイプのワイングラスのようにというふうに教わっております。
It goes from the hips to the knees, and from the knees out to the feet. So it comes in and it goes out.
上から絞られてきて、そして下で開くという形であります。
Now, if Bobby had to put her body into a typically tango competitive position,
ボビーさんがタンゴの競技の典型的なスタイルで立ちます。
girls, look at the attitude in the face. Look how the head is being carried up and light. The shoulder weight is down. The shoulder, the hip, and the knee, they're in an absolutely straight position.
肩とヒップと膝は全くまっすぐで、肩がしっかり降りて頭がしっぴりと正しい位置に保たれております。
One of the most common mistakes is that the legs get an O position. I have nearly every boy I've had to check this week. They get this position, or they get the foot too high. Now the footwork of the left foot is technically inside edge of ball of foot. And the inside edge of ball of foot is achieved by the left knee going slightly in.
皆さんが一番よく見せてくれます一般的な間違いというのは、脚部が大型になるということです。
Now, many years ago, in the studio where I was trained in Scotland, my teacher used to have a balloon or a ball. Now, what your pupils need sometimes is an optical helper to let them feel on every promenade position the position of the legs. Now, if I put this between my legs and I grip it very softly, it will not drop. I have got an absolutely perfect tango leg position in that position.
これが自分がやってきた練習方法で、ありますけれども、この間風船を挟んでごく軽く押さえている。そしてだからといって落とすことは絶対ないようにしている。
For example, I would never have that position. If I do a same foot lunge, I would never get that position. Because what I want to try and feel, my knees and legs must always be able to work together.
いつも自分の
They are working together.
両足、両膝というのは一緒に働くということです。
You can also see that the legs are completely under my body.
そして自分の脚部はいつも体の真下であります。
I can sit up. If I wanted in this position here to dance a telespin or a five-step or a teleswivel, my leg tone is always working towards each other. They're always working towards each other.
テレスピン、テレスイブルに立っても同じように膝が同時に動きます。
Now I take a throwaway oversway. The leg line is long, but they're still working towards each other. Now
スローウェイの場合も同じであります。
By practicing with a simple ball, I'm going to take Bobby and I'm going to dance a teleswivel in open position. In this position here, you'll see that's a fast turn. If I take her from here and I dance into a same foot lunge, in the same foot lunge, again you can see they're working together. Now if I take a pivot to a five-step from this position, they turn together. So that every time I feel my tango is going to be a strong dance, I must feel the connection between my knees, my hips, and my legs.
今いろいろやってみせましたように、セームフットランジャーでスローウェイオーバースウェイであれ、テレスピンであれ、テレスイブルであれ、あるいはセームフットランジから5ステップに移るピボットであれ、全部両脚が同時に膝が一緒に仕事をしていくというところをご覧いただいたわけです。
Now, I'd like to talk about what is referred to in the old tango as the catch to stop principle. The catch to stop principle.
止まるように、止まるためにこうしっかりパッと掴むという動作ですね。そういうものが原理であります。
If I dance a basic closed promenade, I keep the weight throughout the promenade on my right side. It's there.
いつも基本的なプロムナードをやる場合に自分の右サイドに体重を保つ感じです。
Now to move, I compress the leg and I take 1 and 2. I take 3. Now in this position, I could still have the balloon in my legs. But what I've got now is the correct technical footwork inside edge of foot. Now I have taken the feeling that that is a catch position. So that when I close, the depth I achieve comes from that leg as I close.
プロムナードの第3歩をやった時もですね、基本的な技術書によりますと、足のインサイドエッジと書いてありますね。その時の膝でしっかりキャッチした動作が行われてクローズができるわけです。
What I have noticed with many of the men, they try to move through from their shoulders first, so they get slow, quick. Now they've put the weight onto the left side, and the girl is unable to use the correct technical foot position and footwork where there is no foot swivel.
女性にとって非常に迷惑なことは男性が肩から動こうとするためにですね、そういうことをしますと女性の方は正しいフットポジション、正しいフットワークというものが、あるいは正しいフットスーブルというものが行うことができないわけであります。
If you watch it again, you will see Bobby will dance next to me and we'll take, if we turn, we'll do it to the camera.
ご覧いただきたいと思います。
Now from this position here, we're taking slow, quick, slow. You'll notice that each foot is placed in its position. There is no flight at all. It is slow, quick, slow. So when I close slightly back, and the girl closes slightly forward.
すべての4歩全部が所定の位置へ置かれるんでありまして、決してボディフライトが起きないように置いていくわけです。
I would also like to talk briefly about what is called the step to pause principle.
Step to pause という言葉で理解して、pause。Step to pause、ステップをして、ポーズをするという形を皆さんが頭に入れて、これを原理と考えていただきたいわけです。
When I take a promenade, it's tap, and I can almost feel a monumental stillness. I feel step, pause, quick, slow. Now when I close my feet, I still feel the stillness in my body. From this position here, I can feel slow, quick, slow. I release the foot to go.
Monumental Stillness という言葉でご理解いただければいいと思いますけれども、ステップしたとき本当に静かにピタッと止まるという、そういう感じが必要であります。
If I dance a promenade with Bobby, you'll see the commencement. Tack, 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 tack. The stillness. When I want to move into a link from this position here, you'll see how the legs go back into that perfect promenade position. We walk through a promenade again, and I'm going to take slow, quick, slow. And I can keep that stillness at the end. It may be old-fashioned. It may be in some people's eyes old-fashioned, because this is what we practiced in our younger years, but it still makes the tangos look absolutely perfect.
こういう今のスティルネスの表現をですね、人によってはですね、ちょっとオールドファッションではないかと思う方もあるかもしれませんけど、これこそ本当の単語の特性を表現する技術であります。
Now, in many dances, the use of the feet is often, in my opinion, in Japan, not considered to be as important as I would consider it to be.
すべてのダンスにおいてですね、足の使用がどんなに大事かということを自分は本当にいつも考えているのに、日本では私が考えるほど皆さんが重要に考えてはいないという感じを受けます。
Now, for example, I try to feel I make my feet look attractive by using them in the position. You can see the use of the foot here, the use of the foot. the use of the knees and the inside edge, the correct closing. Now, before I go off, I slowly release the heel to put the knee and the leg into a tango position. So you will see from here you get tap, back quick, slow, and slow. Now, by releasing the heel, I've put the knee in the position to be extended.
今の脚部の使用がどんなに重要か、あるいは足の使い方がどんなに重要か、それをうまく使うことによってどんなに魅力的な表現ができるかということをいつも自分は心がけているんですが、日本での皆さん方はそのように見えないわけであります。
Now, I would like to take also the position of a five-step.
今度は5ステップのポジションについてであります。
Now, many girls complain that when they dance a five-step, they have no space to go outside partner.
よく女性からこういう苦情を聞くわけです。外側へ出るスペースが十分ないよということです。
Now, this is very often because the man's body turn on step one is wrong.
まずこれは男性の一歩目のボディターンが間違うということに起因しております。
Now, a five-step is a development of a four-step.
もちろんご存知だと思います。これは4ステップの発展が5ステップであります。
And in tango, because there are no foot swivels, the feet are placed into position.
単語では足がその所定の位置所定の位置と置かれていくダンスでありますから。
Now, if we take the technique first of all of the basic four-step,
まず最初4ステップ基本的なもので言いますと、
the four-step in the technique book commences facing wall.
まず壁に面して立ちまして、
So I take my left foot forward in CBMP.
左足前進 CBMP です。
The right foot is taken to the side and slightly back, backing diagonally to center against the line of dance.
そして右足は横少し後ろであります。
Now, in this position, my feet have made an eighth of a turn.
ここで8分の1の回転が起きております。
All I've got to do now is step back in the left foot, close right foot, and tap left foot.
そのまま下がりまして回転を起こさないで第5歩でタップをします。
Now, the important point I'm trying to make here is I am not doing that. I am not turning from my top. I am making the turn through my feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the basic version of a five-step. I took 5.
最初の一歩目出るときにですね、ボディの状態の方で回転をしようとするというところが誤りの根源でありまして、足の部分が回転を8分の1するだけであります。
Now, for example, the girl goes back in 1. She takes her left foot to the side and points the left toe out on 2. She's made the amount of turn for the outside partner step. Now she will turn on her right foot to take her into promenade position to tap. There are many variations of a five-step.
もちろん5ステップいろんな形がありますけれども、原型としてはこういう工夫であります。
But if I take a five-step from this position here, I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you'll notice that the top of my body is not being twisted. It's not being turned. I am making the turn in my feet.
ご覧になれば分かりますように、状態の方は決して、ねじれていないわけです。回転というものはいつも脚部から出てきます。
I have to take my left foot forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you'll also notice that when I take the second step to the side and slightly back, I have given my partner much space to go outside.
第2歩を踏んだときに女性が第3歩で出れるようにスペースを作ります。
Now this time I'm going to do it incorrectly.
今度は間違った方法でお見せします。
From there. 1, 2, 3. She's got no space.
そうすれば女性は出ることができません。
I have turned into her line of direction.
自分は回転することによって女性のあるべき場所へ行ってしまったわけです。
Now this time I'm going to make the maximum amount of turn. I am facing the wall or diagonal to the wall, and I want to use this figure as a change of direction to go diagonally to that wall.
今度は回転を最大限にして 回転をした方法をお見せいたします。
I use the same principle. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You notice I did not turn my body on 1. I turn from 1 to there. Now I place the next step where I want to finish and I take it back. So there is no twisting in my top at all.
今のように回転をした場合もですね、左足が前進したときは回転してないわけです。第2歩で自分が行きたい方向へ足を置いただけであります。
You'll also notice that when I dance this and continue, for example, with a quarter beat, I can keep the top very still. 2, 3, 4, 5. Quick and slow.
クォータービートでやった場合も状態は回転を起こさない、ごく静かに保たれております。
But at the end position, I still feel the stillness in my top.
ここで状態のスティルネスがさらに表現されるわけです。
I remember when many of the older Japanese competitors came to London 25 years ago.
25年ほど前、かつて競技選手がいっぱい英国へ来ましたが、
The choreography of today's tango is quite different to then.
その当時と今日の競技の足型、組み合わせとは随分違います。
Many of those early Japanese couples did not have a smooth foxtrot.
その当時はですね、滑らかなフォックストロットはできませんでした。
They did not have a swinging, lilting waltz.
そして、滑らかなスイングのあるワルツもできませんでした。
But they all had a super still, beautifully strong tango.
非常に静かな強い、素晴らしい単語をその当時でも見せてくれたわけです。
Some of the best promenades I have ever seen, and the position in promenades I have ever seen, were for some of those older generation of Japanese tango dancers.
そういう25年前の競技選手、日本の競技選手に素晴らしいプロムナードを自分は見せてもらいました。
Because in some ways, I think that tango is like your theater, kabuki.
日本の表現で言うと歌舞伎ですかね。歌舞伎の感じです。
The use of the legs, the demeanor in your body, the walking. Walk. You walk. You wait. You twist. You wait. You look. There. The stealth, the walk, the feeling of taking your girl. You put her into a lunge. You look at her. You take her out. You look at her. You take her up. Put her in. Oh! Cantan. Very easy. Cantan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I had prepared chase, big tops, swivel, teleswivels, but I have not got time to even touch half of them. So what they're going to have to do is invite me back to Osaka sometime to finish this tango lecture.
今日の講習のためにですね、チェイスだとかテレスボールだとか、今3つ4つ足型言いましたですね、そういうものを全部準備してきたんですけど、今日は時間がなくなりました。またの機会が、大阪へ訪れる機会がありましたら、こういうものをお話ししたいと思います。
Yoshi, thank you very much. Thank you, Bobby.